Kill it. Kill Talk Radio.
Good day, people. Good day, people. Good day, people. Good day, people. We are back again with a good day, people. Welcome back to another episode of Kill Talk Radio. So I did a little bit of research, right? I'm very passionate about this topic because I don't believe in lying. So now that's gonna fuck it up for my OnlyFans. Now they gonna know that I'm bullshit. I ain't being honest with myself. Y'all look good, man. Everybody looks healthy. Is that like that's a thing? Don't mind me if I get a little emotional in regards to the topic of discussion.
Carl Thomas.
Because that's just who I am. I'm an emotional being. Yeah, it's a very fucking serious topic, especially when you get to a certain age, right? Like, because you're probably gonna bump into a lot of single mothers. All right, good day, people. Y'all ready?
Hey, that's what he was when he said he was.
I was coming for heads. All right, let's show you how to party tonight. Let's go.
Black don't crack, baby.
Good day, people. Hold on, it's kind of hard to do it with this. I just want to show off all right, you can find the staple rolls, just so y'all know that we are complying with legal social distancing laws and rules. Well, some of us are, right? I love love. We plan on, being as consistent as possible, so just stay tuned to us, man. Good day, people. Are y'all ready? Because I am. Welcome back to another episode of 2 Seconds, Larry Love. You're on. On. Good day, people. Slow it down. I ain't gonna. This is a serious conversation, so I'm gonna keep the pace a little bit more normal. We're not gonna turn up so much today. Good day, people. Welcome back to another episode of Kill Talk Radio, Sex, Love, and Hip Hop, the conversation. I am your host, Larry Dove, and I've got the usual suspects with me, my cohorts, my best friends in action, the Deuce, as y'all know, the best wingman in the world. What up, though?
What up? Happy Saturday to you.
And then we got Mr. Fix-It down there doing his thing. He looks special today, nice and colorful.
What up?
Looking like a young 20-year-old right now. You see, you made some changes. Looking fresh. Like now you're making me. I might have to cut mine off now.
Bro, I feel like the old me.
Yeah, like do you get like bumps on your face when you you go that low?
Nah, man, because I just use the T-trimmers, man, to take it down, and then I just hit it one time with the straight razor.
Well, you look good, man. You look young.
Thank you, man. I'm trying to. I don't want to feel my age. You know what I mean? I woke up this morning feeling my age. That's probably the reason why I shaved. I shaved my shit off, bro. I woke up this morning feeling my age for real.
Grunting just from rolling over.
Oh my god, bro.
I know what that feels like too.
I'm counting the time for my next pill, bro. Like no lie.
Yeah, nah, I can't go to sleep nowadays without rubbing my knees, ankles with Tiger Balm and Vicks, Vapor Rub, and all types of stuff. It's unreal. It'd be days where I gotta rub my this right here, this area right here, in order to relieve the tension so that my eyes can feel. Yeah, unreal, man. I don't know how we have to get over this hump. They wasn't lying when they said, the body does weird things once you turn 40.
Yo, for real.
But how's everybody feeling? Everybody good?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Feeling great.
I don't know what just happened. I just picked up my phone just now. I got a notification that says 30. Did you see it too? Did you see it?
He sent it to you. All right, now you got to share.
Yo,
is it in the chat?
Yeah, so
that just threw me all the way off. It just says 30, 30 others require approval to join Kill Talk Radio, Sex, Love, and Hip Hop.
Oh, I
Wow.
didn't see that one. I saw something different.
Oh, what you see?
Uh, our man Finesse was doing
Oh,
his
he talk. Okay.
he's on his grind. He's making his money over everything. I seen his a post pop up from Facebook and a Facebook alert.
Who,
It
Mo?
says foreplay 69 psychosexuality #steamy #sex education #rude
Oh,
#naughty, and I'm like, what?
oh, he's on his hashtag thing. Yeah, I just
He
got
on his
just
grind.
got the notification. I don't know because I was just in the group a minute ago,
Bro,
so I
that's
don't even
because,
know
yo,
where it just came from.
you slacking on your pimping, admin.
It just 62 requests right now.
Wow.
We've just been in the group for
Dude,
the
you
last
just
10,
you just
15
approved
minutes.
6 of mine over the last 2 weeks today.
Yeah, well, those were posts though. Those were posts. People like because most people don't post in that group. It's really more so of me posting and us posting,
Ah,
but the admins posting. It's not most members don't be posting in there. It's really they come to look at us.
that's an informational
But
group.
yeah, for the most part.
Okay, I
So
got you.
I didn't get the notification that any member requests were coming through, but now it
Wow,
says
30,
62. That's
62?
crazy. 62 requests.
Bro, what are you doing?
62 requests.
Let's go, bro.
I mean, I don't know. They be doing too much. All right.
Nah, that's what
Are
we
y'all
need
ready?
right there. The love in the fucking building. Let's go.
Drum roll for that. Or not drum roll. An applause for that.
Good stuff, man.
Word up. All right. Y'all ready for today's conversation?
That's a tough
It's real
conversation.
talk.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man. This is real talk. I was walking this morning and wait, see, all right, something's not right. I think we got hacked. No, we didn't get hacked. This guy. Oh, this guy doing work. That's Finesse doing the work right now.
Let's go.
We just went from 62 to 80 just now. We ain't playing no games.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby.
We ain't playing no games. Let's go ahead and approve all of those real quick. All right. So today's conversation is gun talk. Guns used to be one of my favorite things in the world, and I really don't even know why. I
Hey,
don't know.
Didi.
There was no real training that I received or any type of. I wasn't in an element that required guns to be tactical with. I wasn't raised by army veterans, a family of hunters or nothing like that. But
Four,
for some reason, I fell in love with guns. I don't know why. So this morning I was walking my regular walk. I'm in a new place, so it's a different path that I've been taking for the last couple months. But as I'm walking on the sidewalk, my spider senses were up. I seen a black object on the ground, and probably when I got within about 10 feet of it, I knew exactly what it was. I was like, that's a gun. Like, why is that on the sidewalk right there? Like, what is that? And I realized it was in front of a house that looked like it was pretty populated. There was about 6 cars in the driveway. So, and, it was broad daylight. It was morning time still, so I wasn't about to do too much. I wasn't about to pick it up and touch it and see if it was real or whatever. If it was, and none of that. So I just walked past it, and then on my way back, I took a picture of it just because I felt like it would fit perfectly for today's conversation. But it's just crazy how that it was today. Time out.
yo, it's Saturday morning. You got to pick it up. This kid's coming out.
Oh.
Yeah, he has a
Oh.
point. But do I
Oh.
pick it up or do I call the police?
Yeah, like what?
It's
What?
a combination of both. Well,
I'm not touching
being
it
in
because
Carolina,
there's no telling what kind of crime it was put in or whose it was or where it came from or how it got there. So I'm definitely not
Right.
putting my hands on it unless I plan on keeping it. And I don't plan on keeping someone else's business.
as a New Yorker, and I don't know if they got it down here, but in New York, you can anonymously drop off one in a paper bag, and they don't no questions asked. That would be kind of my. I don't know if they do that here. in the South, but
They have
I
those
remember in New
little
York.
gun turn-in programs.
Yeah, you
I'm
could put
not
in.
picking up. I'm not picking up nobody's gun.
Well, at the very least, yeah. Then you gotta make an
All right.
anonymous call to the
So
police and let them come get it.
all right. So I mean, I don't. I mean, it could have been a legal pistol. It could have belonged to the people whose house it was in front of. They could have dropped it. It did kind of look like they had some type of party. There was like, I mean, they were.
Like I said,
I don't know. It,
my brain is saying it's Saturday morning. I know what we used to do as kids on Saturday morning
it
after
oh
cartoons, after we ate lunch or
Yeah, but we
breakfast.
talking about kids today. Kids today go get on their video games and their phones and their iPads and tablets.
Yeah, I don't want
now.
to take no chances though. No chances.
I hear
That
you, but
actually, so kids, that's funny. That's funny that you say that because kids today, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to start the conversation. So kids today might have more knowledge about guns than we had back then.
100%.
So, all right. So my question is, just to start the conversation, because there was a lot. There were a handful of gun related crimes this week that made the news. I mean, it's every week, but there were a handful that happened this week too. So the conversation is very relevant. This like it doesn't seem like it's slowing down at all. It seems like it's moving a little bit faster from my perspective, and it could be because we do get more information than we used to get back in the days in terms of news and videos of crimes and witnessing things. So it may seem like that, um, but that was my week started off. My week started off with what could have ended very badly in a gun related incident on Monday morning. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
shit.
Started the week off Monday morning. So, and that was the reason that I wanted to talk about this topic this week because it raised my eyebrows a little bit and it made me think about for one how quickly things can change and two like what's the reasoning. So from my perspective now, as a 40-year-old, I feel like um, for another adult male, well, an adult female, anyway, another adult, walking around in the general public space, or especially the business space. If you're a person that's conducting business throughout your day, like in a mobile setting, not like you have a business, a storefront, or something like that, and you have a weapon and on the premises to protect your business. But I mean, like, if you're a person that's moving around, right, and you're doing business with people that often or you're frequent, and you're carrying your pistol or whatever it is. From my perspective, I feel like that's a scared person versus a person that's looking to for safety. So and these are I'm speaking of adults specifically. So now when we
Well,
translate that to
this adult carries every day.
under, we're gonna get to that. So wait, what'd you say?
It sounds dangerous.
It is dangerous, isn't it? So let's start with the kids, right? So how old were y'all when y'all first encountered guns? I was about 14 that I remember. It may have been earlier than that, but from like a clear recollection, a clear memory, a picture in my head, I was 14 years old when I seen my first gun, and I
Real
remember
gun or
I
BB gun?
was real gun.
Okay.
And I remember at 14 when I seen it, I was not scared at all. Like there was no, oh my God, put that away or get that away from it wasn't that. Like the reaction was more so like, ooh,
Is that because you knew what it was and you knew what it could do?
I don't
Did
know.
you understand that or
I don't know. That's why I need answers. That's why I want to have the conversation because I want to know, you know, what's going on in my brain. You know what I'm saying?
right?
What was it that was going on in my life or my environment or my influences, my circle of people? What was it that there was no fear in my mind at all when I seen a gun for the first time? Deuce, how old were you when you first seen one?
Streets. I think I was 13. I don't recall if I saw one. I might have, seen a rifle or something prior to, but I don't recall it. But in the streets, I was 13.
Do you remember your reaction?
Uh, I don't remember how I felt. I know one of my running partners um was quote unquote selling guns. So, well,
Hmm.
I guess I mean at our
At
age,
13?
you know what we think. We think we know stuff. Probably don't, but that's what he claimed.
Oh,
That's
that's
what he
crazy.
claimed. So he might have been running for somebody else. He might have been,
Yo,
who
this
knows?
question just brought me
Who
back, for
knows?
real.
That's crazy. How old
Bricktown
you, Mr. Bishop?
Queens.
What age are you in the fifth grade? Like what age is that?
Fifth grade,
And,
fifth grade, fifth grade, fifth grade.
and
There you go.
10,
I was
12.
12, 11, 12.
Uh,
One of my buddies brought a little 22 to school, little pea shooter.
do you remember your reaction?
I thought it was cool.
That's crazy.
I thought it was cool, and at the same time, I was like, "Why do you have a gun in school?"
Did did we really know how dangerous they were when we were that
Nah,
young?
no, it was just a gun.
It's just a gun, right?
I think we don't know. We don't realize how dangerous they are. Just like most things as children and adolescents and even teenagers, we don't realize the danger of it. There's things that now we won't do as adults, or we will hesitate to do that we wouldn't hesitate back then. If somebody says, "Let's go cliff diving into this lake," I mean, to this river, to this lake. You know, Granted, I'm scared of heights. I probably wouldn't have did it back then, but the hesitancy is less so. Less so when you're younger than now as you're older. That pop, that boom, you heard it. It's not
My
real yet.
God,
Life, you still feel
it's really young.
immortal. You still feel invulnerable. That's why we were
Invincible.
beasts. Right. That's why we were beasts when we were young playing football. Like hurt? What hurt? We hurt somebody
Yeah,
else.
you don't feel it.
You don't think it. The consequences of your actions. That's why kids break bones and stuff. You know,
Yeah, can you imagine
it's
breaking a bone right now?
Oh Lord.
I need to
Out
get
of
one of my
commission.
bones
That
broken,
part.
and I don't want to do it.
Out of commission.
Didi says, my dad always had a gun at home. I was really young. I remember wondering why he had it, but I wasn't scared. Yeah, I
I
think I
mean,
think it's different.
it's
It's different
especially for people that
now.
grew up around them.
I think it's different now than it was then. Like because there wasn't as much gun violence. We weren't exposed to it as much. Like back then, we're like what the 18 westerns.
18.
But you know what I'm saying? Like shit that we seen on TV, the things that we were exposed to as kids. Like even living in the hood, bro. Like if
I
you heard a
thought
gunshot, how often did you really hear one?
all the
I mean,
time.
Yeah, nah, I didn't. Not all the time. Not for me. I heard the train more than I heard gunshots.
yeah, I didn't start hearing gunshots. I didn't start hearing gunshots at least occasionally, until we moved to Jamaica, Queens, and then I heard it more.
That's because it's
Um,
it's it's heavier populated, heavier. I said
I
that right.
was, I was in a different part of Queens. It wasn't as prevalent.
Mm.
And I was close. I wasn't in a bad neighborhood, as they could say, but the bad neighborhood started like 4 blocks away. So it was. So I would hear it from over there. But I would say, shoot, we did a. I remember. I guess must have been like fifth, sixth graders. At the time, we, that John Singleton scene from Boys in the Hood, where the kids want to go see a dead body. Instead, what we went to go see was a blood spot about 2 blocks away from my house where somebody had gotten shot. Um, so we went to go see that. We went to go. I didn't. It wasn't a chalk outline,
It
but
was just it
still,
was
I
the
mean,
stain though. That's still
it was a
like
stain.
that's still big though. You know what I mean? Like that's something for yeah a
But
kid to see.
Yeah, but it's the same kind of curiosity as yo. I mean, honestly, it's the same kind of curiosity as yo. There's a dead rooster over here. There's a
Right, right,
dead.
right, right. Or
Yo,
dead
come check it
dog.
out.
So, is
But
it
you got to think about
uh,
what
An
like the things
adventure
that
for kids? Yeah.
back then? Back then, when it came to carrying guns, like, was it because you felt like you needed it, or was it because it was something that seemed cool? Like today, I feel like the conversation about guns is because kids think it's cool. Like kids think it's because I don't want to blame everything on music because there's so many influences in life. So I'm not about to say it's all music related, but I think culturally, I think the majority of these kids like that are, they're not gang banging for real. They're like it's good. They may be good kids, come from good families, but they feel like it's cool based on everything that they're seeing, that it's cool to be able to talk about guns and have guns. And part of that I think is because females are attracted to guns. Raise the eyebrows. That's exactly what I need you to do.
females are attracted to guns.
Yes.
You had to break that one down one.
I think that I
Yes.
well, all right. So where I'm at, right in Florida, like believe it or not, there's a lot of kids that run around. And when I say kids, man, I'm anyone under 25 to me is a kid, like respectfully.
Are we that age now?
Well,
I'm just I'm
we
just
can't call them kids. We got to let's talk
teenagers,
about
even in high
let's
even in, even in,
legally
all
talk
right.
about it.
So even in
Anything under
high
18 years
schooler,
old.
right? 18 and under, right? Like
Yeah.
they gang bang or whatever they call it that they're doing, right? Because
Yeah.
a lot of them out here they move like that, man. Like we have these gangs in West Palm, man. They move around like
Oh,
heavy like that. You know what I mean? Like they fully automatic
that's
weapons. Like it's crazy.
that sounds like an oxymoron. Gangs in West Palm Beach.
Dude, West
Those are-
Palm ain't as pretty in
I
every
know,
area. Like real shit. It's
I know,
not.
man.
It's not. They show you the good shit on
I
TV,
know.
bro. They don't show you everything. But like
I
freaking
know. I know. There's live stuff everywhere. I
But I
know.
feel. But all right. So that being said, right? Like you got like some kids feel they may be scared and they need to carry a gun because of that. You know what I mean? And it's sad, that a kid has to maneuver that way and be afraid of another kid because of how that kid's lifestyle is. But it's out there. Believe it or not, it sucks, but it is.
Yeah. I had yeah. So to revert back to the Deuce's eyebrow raise.
Yeah, with
So
girls,
much.
When I
girls being attracted to guns.
with being attracted to guns, and
Why you attracted
so
those girls who attracted the
I
guns?
started, huh?
Go ahead.
I carried my first gun when I was 17, like as a daily thing, right? And I didn't brandish it, like I didn't go around showing everybody that I had it or nothing like that. But the people that I wanted to show it to, that I did show it to, I noticed there was excitement there. And I spent more time with females than I did males back then. So I always had a female close to me. And I can say that almost 100% of those females, when they knew that I had it and they knew that I walked around like that, there was there was excitement there. There was stimulation there.
I can see
You
it.
know what I'm saying? And these were not like gang bang girls. These were not like gang. You know what I mean? Not because they might be gang bang girls, but you know what I'm saying. Back then they
It's
were
not that gang.
they weren't
That
gang
means two
bangers. You
things.
know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They weren't gang bangers. You know what I'm saying? These were girls from like, you know what I mean? Like regular square girls. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And there was a lot of it. There was excitement with the gun thing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
just the fact
saying?
that
And
they
then
probably thought that they would never see one that close ever. at that age was just like, oh my god, he has a gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, he has a
that you
gun.
know what I
Oh my
mean.
god.
So that was 20 years ago. So nowadays, when you got social media stuff, you got all of these
Yeah,
things
you
that
got females out
you
here
know.
brandishing guns, like kids.
Oh,
You know
that's
what
a
I
fact
mean?
though. Right. So I'm okay. That's cool too. I mean, not cool. It's not cool to do
Very
that.
cool.
Right.
But and for the conversation, because I guess I'm kind of focusing on males versus females. But you're right. There are females out here
I've
that
seen plenty of
are
videos
carrying just like that
where a
too.
child, a young female, accidentally shoots someone playing around with a gun. You
Yeah.
know what I
What do you
mean?
think like? What else? Like, what really could be the attraction to guns? Like, why do we
What's the
carry
attraction to
guns
anything
for
that
real?
you can't have, or that
Fact.
someone
But you
says
can
you
have
can't
guns.
have? Yeah, but you have to be a certain age, and like you have to have, like you can't have no record, you can't have any of that shit. You know what I mean?
Why don't why is that
Not
the
anyone
weapon
can
of
just go
choice?
in and buy a gun
Why are we not picking another weapon? Why are we not picking like
because
brass knuckles or
everyone else has guns, and you
or
can't
ninja
win a
stars and
gunfight
shit?
with a knife. Like, what do they say? You can't bring a knife to a gunfight. That's facts, bro. You come at me with a knife, I'm gonna shoot you. Good luck trying to. Listen,
Hey! If you're good with the knife, you got one shot.
you're not gonna
You
get
got
close
But
one
enough,
shot.
why
man.
though? Like, why is that? That's what happened. So this is what happened. I'm gonna give you a brief breakdown of what happened this week in my life. Right. So Monday, we chilling at my man's spot, right? And you have to. So he, anyway, so we chilling. We chilling. Text messages. I didn't really understand what it was. It seemed like it was a different language. All right.
Good.
So
Good.
we chilling in my man's spot, right? So this is, we at his place of business, and somebody that he does business with often, comes to the spot, and they get into a heated debate over some business stuff, right? Now there definitely were some things that could have been received as disrespect in the conversation, for sure. Outside of just raising their voices, right? There were definitely some things said, some words that were thrown out that could have been interpreted very clearly as disrespect, right? So from that, the guy goes in his pocket, pulls out his pistol. So my man, huh?
Weak move. Go ahead.
So my man immediately, like, his blood pressure went up after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's how, in response to it, his reaction was like, oh, that's what we doing. You know what I mean? But it was way elevated. I'm very monotone right now. It got loud and very aggressive, right? So thank God it ended well. I was able to play a part in diffusing the situation. But for me, once everything was over and done with, he walked away. We got back to life. I'm looking at that, and my man is like, he's highly upset. He like, and he's thinking very aggressively, and I'm like, yo, man, like, that was some scared nigga shit. That wasn't no he was, tough. That was some scared person shit. Because if y'all do business with each other often, y'all know each other, y'all been dealing with each other for years, whatever, y'all establish some type of relationship. Even, for one, why is he carrying it with him when he comes into your business? Why was it not left in the car or something like that? If that's what he does for a living, if he's moving around, what I'm saying? Why is it that? So my man is like, he feels like, dude is, pretty much saying, thinking that he's a pussy, that he could pull out his gun on him, and wasn't, and there's gonna be no consequences to that. I'm looking at it like that's some scared man shit. Like men that are tough don't do that.
Yeah, there was no
That's from my
reason. There was no reason for it.
right. There was no threat. Y'all were in this man's place of business. There may have been, like I said, there may have been some words said, but there was no threat on your life. There was
Right.
no
If you
threat.
felt disrespected, slap the shit out of him or punch him in his shit.
Right. So And so that kind of sparked my thought. My idea is like I think that's what's happening in a lot of cases. I think there's a lot of people that are carrying guns because they're really scared, not because they're looking for safety. They're really they're really scared people, and they're looking for the gun to make them stronger or tougher, or whatever word we want to
That's
use.
funny that you say that because I had a grown man tell me that he felt stronger having a pistol on him than he did without it, and it actually changed the
And
way he moved in certain situations because he knew he had it on him.
Let's be 100% real.
So my
how come
response, my response,
is
my
Deuce on
response to
is
him,
Deuce on
no,
screen?
his
I can't see
video's
Deuce.
off. His video's off. My response to
Oh,
him
I'm
when he
good.
told me that was that he doesn't need to own a gun and he shouldn't be carrying a gun, just for that reason.
I agree with that because from my perspective, scared niggas do scared shit.
Right. Like these police officers that are out here just shooting because they think somebody has something.
They're scared, and that's actually what my point was just going to be was how many cops out there, and we'll just narrow it down to some of that we've interacted with, would be terrified if they didn't have their badge, or would be absolutely terrified if they didn't have their badge and their gun, or vice versa, or whatever. They're absolutely terrified in the streets that they patrol.
Yo,
And
listen,
that's just straight up.
if I leave the house without my gun, I turn around and go get it. It's like I left my wallet.
Like that.
I've had my experiences as to why I even carry, bro. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't carry if I didn't feel I needed to. And just the way the world is turning right now, man, yo, you're not gonna catch me slipping. I'll fight you. I'll shoot the fair one with you if you want to fight, man. These hands work. Don't get twisted, right?
Yeah.
But you're not gonna fucking catch me slipping. And a lot of people where I'm in the state of Florida, a lot of people carry, man. A lot of people fucking carry. Look, yo, look at that George Zimmerman shit. Yo, he was getting his ass whooped, so he pulled his gun out. Right? How you not gonna look?
He reached for the gun. He reached for the gun.
Either way, listen, you're not gonna catch me slipping, right? You're not gonna catch me slipping, and that's all. That's my reason, man. Yo, I've been put in a lot of fucked up situations to where I wish I had my carry permit and a pistol, because things probably would have turned out a lot differently. And when you take these classes, like you learn things that you know. Do you know that as a licensed carrier, man, you have a 10-foot radius, right? So if you feel threatened within that 10 feet radius, you're allowed to pull out your gun and shoot somebody legally.
In Florida.
And my permit is my permit is honored across a lot of states in the United States.
That's scary.
That's scary as hell. That's scary as hell, man. Like, dude,
but see, you have irresponsible gun users, though, man, that take that right, and even if I come within that 10-foot radius and be like, "Oh, you're a pussy," bang, right? Those are the ones that are not that are not supposed to be carrying, right? But those are the ones why I carry. For those people right
is not
there.
the reason why you can't have a gun. Unfortunately, being a pussy is not a reason why you can't have a gun.
Listen, there are ways. You have to be responsible, man. You can't be an irresponsible weapon carrier. And I'm not just gonna say gun, man, because it's knives, tasers, mace, whatever your weapon of choice is. You know what I mean? You have to have some form of responsibility and accountability behind it. You know, you can't just go buy a gun and walk around with a gun and now I have a gun and I feel tough. Ha ha ha. Can't nobody stop me. Yeah, bro, there's somebody out there that's always bigger and faster than you. Sorry. It's just the way that it is, man.
So would you feel comfortable living in a world where there were no guns?
Hell yeah. I wish I didn't have to carry, man. Yo, I'm a father, bro. I have 3 kids, a wife, and 2 dogs. I gotta make it home. And I'm not gonna let some idiot out here that's irresponsible stop that. You know what I mean?
But I understand. I
If
feel
we
you on that.
restarted the world or restarted the country, I'm with Joe. I believe I'm with Joe. That's like I wouldn't want any guns.
Nah, man.
But
If we can
if
get
we
rid of
don't
them,
live
yo,
in
let's
that
do it.
country, yeah, if we don't live in that country where we can now take everybody's away and stuff like that. That's not real. And I try to tell that to people. That's
Josh,
not a
what's up,
real
man?
thing.
Do y'all feel like the presence of guns? So the presence of guns in any type of interaction or altercation will can rapidly escalate that situation.
One more time.
Like if we
Absolutely.
it, do you believe that the interaction between two adults or anybody, not even just two people, period, right? So we having a argument, or even if we're fighting, and the presence of a weapon is noticed, that would escalate that situation. Would that increase the volatility in the
Any
situation?
weapon, it doesn't have to be a gun.
A gun? No, we're talking guns.
Listen, if you pull any weapon on me, I'm gonna pull a gun on you.
So
Don't do it in
and
Massachusetts.
Say it one more time, Deuce. I'm sorry.
Don't do it in Massachusetts.
Listen,
Oh.
as long as I'm legal.
No. Well, I'm saying, I learned that when I went to UMass. They taught us that freshman year. Well, I don't know, but you're not allowed that. You're not allowed in Massachusetts back then, and of course they could have changed the law since then. You're not allowed to escalate. If I bring fish, you gotta bring fish. If I bring a knife, you can bring a knife. If I bring
Right.
brass knuckles,
Nah,
you gotta
fuck
brass
that.
knuckles.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna
You
worry
can't,
that.
you
I ain't
can't,
gonna
you
knife
can't
fight you.
escalate.
I ain't got no time for all that shit. Yo, it's either we gonna fight or we not. And if you gonna bring a knife, bro, that's your weapon of choice. Look, my weapon of choice was this pistol. You brought your knife to this gunfight, bro. You fucked up. That's the thing. Like you don't
Well,
know.
okay,
Like you don't know what people have. Yo, listen. I'm gonna make sure
yeah.
I walk away from whatever situation I get in, and that's just my take on it. Josh says
So
there's never gonna be a world without guns.
oh man, damn, that sucks, don't it?
We have
All right,
machines
so
you can buy out here to print them yourself without being tracked. Those are the
that's a
ghost
fact.
guns, right?
Ghost guns, yeah, the ghost guns. It's a real thing, but it's so it. But where like so where do y'all think the messages are coming from? Where do you think the young people are getting the messages from? Like to for it to be the narrative to be so strong around guns and carrying guns. Why guns?
I think it's the
100,
lifestyle.
100. I mean, I know folks want to blame music. They want to blame cinematography, but that's
Games.
our culture as a country. As a country, that's our culture. That goes way back. I mean, even when we were little, because I mean, when we were little, westerns were still prevalent. Our grandparents and parents would watch westerns. What was that? The shoot 'em up, right? Shoot 'em
Yeah.
up there. John Wayne is famous. What do we know John Wayne for? Being a gunslinger. I mean,
Right.
it's always that's the culture of our country. Is guns
The right to
and
bear arms, man.
right to protect your family, to protect your property, blah 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 blah. What do we do? I mean, United States is one of the biggest sellers in the world. I mean, we market guns, bullets, bombs all over the world. Us, Russia, China. That's what we do. So it's how we portray. Yes, it can start from the top. I mean, anytime there's a Democratic president that goes into office, gun sales go up, bullet sales go up. There was a shortage on ammo. What was that, Mr. Fixer? Was that a shortage on ammo? What?
A year
Right
ago,
after that?
right during
Yeah,
COVID, right throughout COVID.
right.
Yo,
During,
prices just
right,
started going down like what, a year within this last year? And they
right.
still high. They're nowhere near where they used to be.
That's our culture. So when we talk about the music and so guns and music, guns and cinema, movies, whatever, that's just a reflection of self.
We were
That's a
brought up
reflection of
on
who we
shoot
are.
first, ask questions later. It's just the world we live in. Josh.
Facts.
I mean, do y'all think do you think that the numbers are higher in certain types of communities or certain races
Of
in
course.
regards,
Like of
where
gun
do you
incidents
think the numbers are the highest at?
in the low poverty areas. in the hood where we grew up.
In the higher density areas,
Yo,
where
listen,
you're
you
more
don't
likely
hear
to run into somebody else who you're gonna have issues with.
that shit. Nowadays, that shit happens anywhere, bro.
Right, but anywhere, but if there's 50,000 of us living in a square mile, is more likely that there's going to be issues than if we live in a place where it's 50,000 of us in 100 square miles.
All right.
So is the narrative true that the numbers are higher in the black community than other communities? You think
And
I mean,
gun
that's what they
ownership
say.
or gun
gun
ownership or
violence
gun
Gun violence.
violence.
and violence?
Yeah, but we also tend to live in higher density areas, and we also live in areas where there are crimes with drugs, and folks is protecting their business,
Right.
just like the jewelry store is protecting their business. Just like like we go into the Middle East and try to get our oil rights or claim oil rights or whatever.
Think
We're trying
about
to
how
expand.
think about how we
It
were
just
moving
is.
back in the day, man, and we felt the need that we needed to have a pistol on us, just because of what we were involved in and the things that we were doing, right? And we're not going to expose it, but just like we felt like we needed to have a pistol. I mean, I know I did.
Yeah, for sure.
Protection.
You know what I mean? And it's just like then, like, and for a while, I got away from that shit. Once my lifestyle changed, I got away from that shit, and then I didn't feel the need to carry a weapon until I had Kylie. When I had my first kid, I was just like, you know what? The world's crazy. A lot of bullshit going on. Yo, I almost didn't make it home one day because of a gun. Yeah, nigga, nah. Yo, you not gonna catch me slipping, bro.
Why do y'all why does it in our community, like, why do you think that,
Guns aren't
like, I
the
mean, I
problem. People
I've
are the
been,
problem. Adam Jones. I agree.
that's a fact.
100%.
That's the
100%.
fact. And that's what I'm trying to get to. That's where I'm trying to lead the conversation to, because I feel sad to say it out loud that, in our communities, where we grew up at, and the majority of it is, people of color. It seemed like we are doing more, like we're more aggressive with this gun stuff against each other versus protecting our stuff.
Well,
Like,
would you say that cats are not protecting their stuff or
well,
whatever they perceive, whether
All right.
whether it's their block, their house, their
Can I
neighborhood,
put you in a scenario?
I'm not talking about self-defense stuff. I'm
Okay.
talking about aggressively going out and committing crimes
Like
with the
seeking the
guns
crime with the gun.
against seeking the crime with the guns against each other.
That's because people know that
Like,
guns are powerful, man. Like really, like what can you use to stop a bullet other than a Teflon? You know what I mean? Other than a vest, bro. But who walks around with vests, bro? Not your average person doesn't walk around with a vest on.
it's not legal in
Right.
every
So look,
place
so
to
you
walk
walk
around with
around.
that.
So if I'm going and I'm doing whatever I need to do, and I know I need to go take something from somebody, man, and I know there's a possibility that it can be a fight to take it, right? But I know if I bring this gun, there's gonna be very little fight. You gonna fight this bullet? Normally, the regular person is gonna say no. Here, take what you want, because they don't want to die, right? So people bring guns to do illegal shit because they know it holds power. Unfortunately,
I just seen an article this week of this woman. She was killed. Her and her boyfriend. She was 7 months pregnant. They was sticking up drug dealers. She got caught. She got
because of the
killed
music
trying to.
is an influence. Music ain't no influence on guns. You think it's an influence on kids? Adam Jones. Sorry, dudes. The chat's going off
Nah,
right
you
now.
good. Chat is good. I think music is an influence to a degree, but it's not the big influence that we make it out to be. I think there are a lot more things that influence that music and add to the culture. The music is just, again, as I said earlier, it's just a reflection. And the
yeah, I
best
agree with
music
you.
is a
I
reflection
agree, but
of
not.
where we are.
But the one that a lot of kids don't see that.
No,
That part.
A lot of kids view it as, oh, that's what we got to do.
That
Oh,
part.
this is how I be this
And that
person.
sucks.
Just like who's the athlete that was just caught up brandishing a gun like this on social media?
John
John
Moran.
Moran.
Right, this guy. Right. Now
or the Alabama star.
I feel like he should have gotten every book thrown at him possible. Suspended, loss of pay for a month. Yo, all of that shit. And the reason why I say that is because he is an influencer, right? Like you are in the public eye,
Right.
man. Like whatever you do on your personal time, man, y'all respect it, man. Like you make your money how you make your money. But you have these people who are in power, right, on this team, who are paying you a shitload of money to carry this brand, right? And this is how you are showing how we move. You in social media holding a gun, like,
Yeah.
dude, you
I
have
think
kids
hit him
that
with a
look
nice
at you. You know what I mean?
contract,
You have kids that follow you. Like, what are you doing? They're gonna think that shit's cool, and it's not. Because look where he was at while he was doing it. Right? You were
I
in a
didn't see the
spot that
video.
people see like, yo, that's dope. That's a nice spot. That's where I want to be. Like you out, you hanging out, you partying. You know what I mean? Like, yo, come on, man. It's just stupid.
Yeah, nah, that's
Drill
definitely
music came out, all the kids got guns.
facts.
That was his
That's a
personal time,
thing.
though. That's what I'm saying. I agree, it's his personal time, but he shouldn't have been posting it, bro. That's stupid. Like he sold his post. He signed his personal time over when he signed that contract for all that money. When he decided to be in the public eye, he signed that. He signed his personal shit over, man. Respectfully.
he just also signed that contract with Nike. Nike that he just signed a new deal with them. So you, yeah, I don't think it was wise. I think you got to have people in your camp. You say, nah.
Right.
Like shoot. I mean, I'm a little older than both of y'all, just a little bit, so we were still hanging. Like if I felt that stuff was getting out of hand, I took my brother down. But if I couldn't talk him down, I had his back.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but that was my role when we rolled out, is to look out for him, but also to kind
stay
of
out of
calm stuff
trouble.
down.
But if shit goes down,
Right.
I'm here.
Right. I'm here.
Yeah,
as an emergency.
So let me put you in a scenario, right? Because you said something earlier about the Massachusetts thing, like bring a knife. If there's a knife, bring a knife. If there's a gun, bring a gun. If there's a bat, bring a bat.
Yeah, escalation. Yeah.
But
I think that's most states now.
what if you don't know though?
Escalation.
All right, so look, let me put you in a scenario.
Don't know.
Someone's telling you they gonna bash your head in, right? They telling you they gonna fuck you. They don't give a fuck about their life, all this shit, right? You carry a gun, right? But you don't have your gun on you. Your gun's in your car. You see him start walking to his car as he's telling you that he don't give a fuck about his life and he's gonna bash your head in and all this shit. He's going to his trunk. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna get in my car and leave.
If I can. If I can't,
If he starts
I'm
shooting
gonna do
at
what I
me,
gotta
then
do,
we
and
gotta
then I
go
gotta
back.
deal with the consequences.
But you carry a gun.
But it's in the car.
But you got enough time to get to your car as he's walking to his car. What you gonna do?
I'm not gonna go to my car, get my gun, and come back. I'm gonna get in the car and leave.
Oh nah, I'm gonna get my gun. See, we different. Yo, we different.
I mean,
Yo, look. All right, so and here's what I said, because I was put in a scenario. This is the scenario for me, right? I'm gonna tell my story. All right, so you guys, you know what I do, right? I'm in renovations, right? So I have this store that I frequent where I get my paint, right? And this was during COVID. So me and the guy who was working with me, we pull up and we're under the impression that we can still go inside and do what we need to do. But we pull up, man, they have everything taped off and tables set up outside so you can place your orders and shit, right? That's cool. I know everybody in there. Usually I go in, I sit, I have my coffee, I talk my shit, I wait for my paint, you know what I mean? Like have conversation, then I go about my day. All right, so this day was a little different, right? But my wife normally makes me a tumbler of coffee for my day. Or used to. I don't do it anymore. So I had my coffee in my car, but wasn't really thinking about it. But we sitting out there waiting on my order, man. I'm talking to, my coworker, and we're just having a conversation. I got my back to the street, having a conversation. Dude walks up on me, It's like standing right behind me. Right now we're in the height of COVID, right?
mm-hmm.
So I'm not like offended or anything, man. I smell his cigarette and shit. So I turn around and I'm just like, yo, you mind giving me, my 6 feet? Dude starts to curse me out. Like he starts to curse me out, right? talk all kinds of shit, mad, spitting. If I look fucking sick to you, if I was fucking sick, I have a fucking mask on. You need to calm the fuck down, da da da. Whoa, wait a minute, man. Don't gotta be like that, bro. Like, yo, you don't know what I have. I don't know what you have. I got kids at home, this whole COVID shit. Yo, calm the fuck down. Takes a cigarette, slams it. Yo, whole little man syndrome, right? Just so I'm laughing. My coworker's looking at me. He's laughing, right? And I'm just like, yo, this dude has no fucking idea. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking this shit to myself because it's not, yo, I have a gun. You have no idea because my gun's in the car. My thing was, yo, you have no idea. Like, yo, I will whoop your ass if you don't shut the fuck up. Type thing. Like, this is what I'm on. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I feel disrespected. I didn't come at you like that. You coming at me sideways. So he proceeded to tell me he was gonna bash my head in multiple times. I'm just like, yeah, all right, man, whatever. Go to his friends, like, yo, man, you need to get your boy. His friend tells me to leave him out of it. All right. I expect that same energy if something goes down too. You need to stay out of it. So anyway, I go to walk to my car to get my coffee, right? And he yells out, "Get that thing, I dare you." I grab my coffee, right? Put my coffee up. Like, yo, bro, it's coffee. Shut my door. Right? He goes, yeah. He's like, that's what I fucking thought. Just continues running his mouth. So I'm just like, yo, you know what? I put my coffee down. I'm like, yo, look, I tried to be nice, but what the fuck you want to do? So now you got this side of me now. Like, what the fuck's up? What's up? So I square up. Right? No gun on me, no nothing. I square up. He starts going to his trunk. What do I do? What should I have done? What you think I did?
What
you think I did?
I know what you did.
Yo,
See that there's a whole lot of ways that could have went.
I'm gonna tell you this. I went to my car. I kept my shit in my side panel on my door. I grabbed my gun. I walked over because all right, so I'm parked truck trailer, right? He's parked on the other side of my trailer, right? So his trunk is to my hitch. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So I grab my gun. He's already in his trunk. So I come around and I always keep one chamber, so I chamber another one so we can see the bullet fly out. Like, yo, dude, I'm not playing. He's already got something in his hand with a rag over it, right? So when he sees my gun, he moves his rag. He had a fucking hammer. So I tuck my gun and I pick my bullet up and I turn my back to him. I say, yo, bro, go home. Like, yo, this ain't what you want, bro. Like, yo, look. Like, yo, oh, you got a gun? What the fuck you think this was, G? Like, you telling me you gonna bash my head in and you go into your trunk. Like, what the fuck you think was gonna happen?
He thought that y'all are both general contractors. Y'all both
we
got
both
hammers.
got hammers. Yeah, my hammer's a little different.
It's supposed to go down like that, man.
Yo, I tucked my shit, G, and I walked back up to the curb and I sat there and I waited for my paint. I said, yo, you should probably leave. Like, what the fuck you think? Like, what do you think this is, G? Oh, you better not be here when I get back. Yo, I'll be here if I'm still waiting on my paint.
Oh shit.
Cops came.
Like,
cops came, right? Someone called the cops. He pulls up. There was like four cops on duty this day because we at the height of COVID, right? So it's 4 cops in my whole city on work right now. So one cop pulls up. I walk up to him. I'm like, yo, look, I got my gun on me. He goes, you licensed? I go, yup. He goes, don't pull yours. I won't pull mine. What happened? I told him what happened. He said, where'd he go? I go, he left. He goes, are you all right? I go, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, he said he was going to come back, though. He was like, well, if he comes back, call me. I was like, yeah, I ain't worried. He went about his day. This is the thing, like, responsible and irresponsible gun use. I could have been very irresponsible and shot him. Even because, look, I had my 10-foot radius. He threatened me.
Yeah.
I could have shot him, but I didn't.
And as an adult, you know what I'm saying? As an adult, you have that knowledge. You have, the experiences, the information to be able to help you navigate in and out of these situations. I think the issue that we're having now as a community is the kids, man. I think they're just picking up guns just to be picking up guns.
Right.
Like you said, I think it's a seeking power type thing. I definitely think it's a scared psyche type thing. Like they don't want to fight. Like our kids fighting these days. I mean, if they are fighting, I see. Like there was a time, maybe like 5 years ago, where fighting was the thing. World Star was a thing
I
like
wish
that.
we would still
Like
fight, bro. I
kids,
wish someone would give me
kids
the
wanted to
opportunity.
be fighting. Like they wanted to be fighting. Like they wanted to be seen fighting,
Now they
being
think it's cool to
aggressive.
shoot.
But I think the fighting thing has gone away, and now it's the shooting thing, or just the having the gun thing. And then a lot of people are becoming victims because they have guns and they don't really want to use guns. They don't really know how to use guns.
Right,
You know
Josh.
what I'm
Florida law
saying?
is a lot different. We
And
have
it's
that stand your ground shit. That's why we have that 10-foot radius.
that's that Florida shit.
Listen,
It's
man.
it's
Texas,
it's
they
kind
don't
of
even have that, right? It's just open carry.
it's kind of scary. Texas is the wild wild west.
Yeah, but
But like you said,
don't they have less gun violence there than we do than we do here in Florida and in New York, Texas.
probably would have
Oh, no. You know how many
probably
mass
amongst
shootings they had
adults.
in Florida? I mean, it's Florida and Texas in the last couple years. How many
Prob-
churches they got shot up? A Walmart got shot up. The school got
Probably
shot up. That was all Texas.
That shit happens everywhere,
yeah.
though, man.
I mean, yeah, nah, you get all of that type of violence, but you know what I'm saying, amongst like just in a general sense, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be violence everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of violence against each other when it comes to guns, yeah, like when you go into states that have those, everybody got a gun in Texas. You're not about to act stupid for real.
Right. It's more
You
like
know
right.
everybody got one. It
But
ain't no question about if somebody got one. You know they got one.
Yo, Josh
That's
goes,
why when I used to carry mine, I used to show mine on my hip. I never liked the conceal thing. I want you to see mine because I don't want you to act stupid. I want you to know it's here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
see,
I
but
got
you
it
should,
right here.
but see, even that mindset that you have right there, man, is kind of outside. Like, right, you're not supposed to lean onto that tool, man. That's a just in case tool. And that mindset that people have where it's like, yo, I got my gun, I'm gonna use it if I need it. Blah 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 blah. Blah. No, it's a just in case. It's a
No,
just fucking in case.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if I encounter you and you want to get rah rah, you see this right here, right?
Yeah,
I
I
have
think just showing it at
I have
all
it
is
for a
sparking
reason.
something, though, man.
Like I have it for a reason. I'm not, my shoulders are down. My general nature when I'm walking around, my shoulders are down. My shoulders ain't up like this.
Right.
I'm down. I'm chilling. I'm smiling most of the time. You know what I mean? I'm not a threat at all. But you see that it's right here though. So you should be a little more hesitant to talk crazy or to do something crazy to me because it's right here.
That ain't gonna stop me
Versus
just talking my shit.
versus 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 a person who has it in their car or has it inside the house, and then we engage in something, and now it's like, yo, I'll be right back. Like, whoa, now that from my perspective, that takes another turn.
Yeah,
Like, what? You be right
when they
back.
go to get
That's
it,
a
that's a
threat.
problem, right?
That seems like a threat to me.
Right, 100%. That's 100% a threat because
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
who doesn't know what that means? Like seriously,
Right.
yo, all right, wait right here.
Like so that
What the
that
fuck?
seems that scares me, and I feel like people in our communities, I feel like that's what's happening because especially in New York, because you can't carry in New York. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know who got it, but then everybody carries themselves in a way like they got it, and then they say things deliberately
Like they
to
got
let
it.
you know, to remind them that they got it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, is that the problem that you really want? Even the people that carry them like that, is that really the problem that you want? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No one
how
wants to,
can
bro.
we, you know what I mean? Like, how can we get to a place where that's not, well, we're not selling a message like that's the cool thing to do is to go get guns.
No, it's not. Because I remember, yo, the first time I actually had to draw my weapon on someone, yo, I was fucked up for weeks. I didn't touch my gun for weeks. Like
Yeah.
it put my head in a really bad space because I really felt like I was gonna have to use it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's it's not a feeling that you want to have, man. You know, what I mean? If you really have good intentions as in life and you're a good person and you're honestly using that as a source of protection, you know what I mean? And you really
Yeah.
feel it, like it's not a good spot, man. Like my mind, I was fucked up. I was fucked up for a little bit. But
I
yo, once
lost I lost I lost so many things behind guns, man.
mm,
Like I wish we could get to a place, as we get older, we're becoming, more of leaders every day, and we got, people that we can influence. Like I wish that we can really get to a place where we can tell everybody and convince them to put the guns away. I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for my life, I lost pretty much everything behind guns. You know what I'm
Larry, though,
saying? Yeah.
I got two things I wanted to say. So, to Mr. Fix It and about Texas. So, it appears in 2020, Texas had 4,100 plus gun deaths in 2020 versus
How many?
California, 4,100
Oh, I thought
versus
okay.
California had 3,400 plus.
wow,
With more,
that's a
what?
lot
Wow.
either way.
Yeah, so they said it's about 14.2 deaths per 100,000 Texans. But that still don't put them at the
Texas is
top
a
because at
big
the top,
state though, too. Who's the top?
Texas is California's
top,
big as hell.
top six is Mississippi, Louisiana, Wyoming, Missouri, Alabama, and Alaska. So
Wyoming.
Backwoods,
apparently,
man.
Whoa.
it's dangerous out there in the rural areas too. But anyway,
Whoa.
it's
Wow.
because they all have high gun ownership.
Hey, check this
So
out. Josh goes, my kids are 14, 12, and 11, and they go to the range with me weekly because they feel the need to know how to shoot. It truly is sad my kids feel that way. Yeah, dude.
Yo, I noticed that when I moved down south. I noticed that like in New York, the people that I was around, there was no knowledge of guns. It was just carrying them. They was
Right.
just carrying
yep,
them and playing with them. There was no
that's
real
why I
knowledge.
was holding the gun sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
right.
what
Well, what you say?
yeah. But then
I
when
seen
I
it in the
came
movie.
down south, I started to see that there were like people like there was teenagers that were like very knowledgeable of how to handle guns.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't know, hunting. If they're into hunting and stuff in the south. You
My
know what I
kids
mean?
know I
I don't
carry.
know what the real reasons are, but I definitely noticed that. I definitely know that there was more knowledge of guns down south than there was up north.
That's because everyone carries, bro. Everyone has some form of gun, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, man. It's good that kids are knowledgeable of what it is, man, and what it could do. You know what
Yeah,
scares me are the kids that don't. You know what I mean? And they're picking them up and they're using them and not understanding, the actual consequence and reality behind it. Even just
yeah,
carrying
real
it,
quick.
man. You get caught with that shit, or you come up on the wrong person with that shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's your life. Like, you playing with it, and you don't even understand that you playing with it. Like, you don't realize, like, you're not paying attention to the reality of it. That's
Facts.
that's that's the sad part.
Larry
And
Love,
it's
I wanted
happening.
to ask you a quick question, and if you
Yep.
want to decline for the camera, I understand. Yo, when I when I was 20, let's say 26, and that makes you almost 20, 20, 21, 22. Why was he walking around? Why were we driving around with a shotgun in the back seat or in not the
Because
back
we
seat in the
could.
front? Oh, well, okay.
Because we could, and that was the law that
16.
it was the law. It was the law that your weapon had to be visible.
Shotgun, right? And yeah, North Carolina, the shotgun had to be visible.
Every firearm has to be visible if you don't have the concealed carry license.
Okay.
And I didn't have a concealed carry license for none of my weapons. I had
Nah, they gotta be
so I
briefcase.
had everything. Everything had to be visible.
The officer still wet his pants that night.
Oh yes, he
Oh,
did
y'all got
for
pulled
He
sure.
over
sure
with
enough
that
wet it.
shit.
Yeah,
It's a
we got
longer story, but yeah.
yeah. That was a funny
we,
story, but
we got
it would have been worse It would have been worse if they didn't see it, and I didn't handle it the way that I handled it. It would have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as we got pulled over, when they started approaching the car, I rolled down the back windows so that they can see it.
Right.
When they walked up, so that they can see that it's right there. You know, we're not hiding nothing. It's right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we're not trying to reach for it. None of that. Because I had limo tint on every window, so you know it could have got ugly real fast. You know what I mean? All 3 times that I
Dude,
got
I'm
pulled
afraid
over
to
with
get
my
pulled
gun
over
could have
with my pistol,
been
even
bad.
though,
You know what I mean?
or any gun, even though I'm licensed. I'm afraid, and like I wasn't afraid until the past few years with all these accidental police shootings or assumptions.
Fact.
You know what I mean? So
I mean,
It is scary.
it's just scary
That's
as
why I
shit.
gave them up.
Yo, I think about
That's why
this,
I gave
right?
them up.
I constantly do. I get in my car every day, man. I'm like, all right, here's gonna be my scenario if I get pulled over with my gun. And I'm telling myself, I'm gonna tell the cop, I'm gonna put my hands out the window, like, hey, would you mind taking me out the vehicle before anything? And then when he asks me why, I'm gonna be like, because it's safer for me and you both.
I'm terrified because of all my lifetime interactions. And funny enough, I never had an interaction when I was doing the wrong thing, except for once, but that's different. But all my interactions when I was just living life, and I could only imagine if a gun had entered it in North Carolina, in Florida, in New York, in Jersey, in Pennsylvania. That terrifies me. Terrifies me. I was like, I, I mean, I would. I mean, I was interested in owning a gun, interested in getting licensed, but I'm more afraid of causing more problems for myself. The way you described it, Mister Fixer. I don't want that. I don't want that additional drama because I felt like I've already had cops pull guns on me, and I wasn't carrying, and I wasn't being a
Word.
threat. I was, as a matter of
Yeah, I've
fact,
been there
because
too, man.
y'all know what I'm talking about. I was looking for a cab so I get my ass to class because I was running late for class. But that made me look suspicious, and people don't know that house burglaries are more likely to happen in the daytime when people are at work.
Right.
So we need to go through your stuff and draw guns on you because you're looking in your book bag.
Yeah, nah. It gets real, man. And I mean, so many different things. Court cases.
Yo,
I
who is
caught.
that cop that used to fuck with us in North Carolina all the time, man?
I don't know.
And that fucking
But so many,
I remember. I'm not gonna say
so
his
many
name.
court cases. So many court cases. Almost got killed twice by, not even no ops. You know what I mean? Like, literally from playing with the guns, like just in the house playing with the guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too close for comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really.
Respectfully though,
And
that's
then
irresponsible use though, man. Why are you playing with the guns in the house?
I was
that's what I'm
about to have
saying.
Josh.
And I was an adult when this happened. I wasn't a kid. I wasn't 16 years old, 15 years old when this happened. This was 24, 25 years old. You know what I mean? Grown niggas just in a crib playing with guns. You know what I'm saying? And so quick. It happened so fast. Like, it's like you blink and it's like, damn, that shit could have went left. Like, we just walked away from the we was both in the spot. Like, we went like this, like looking at each other like, yo, that quick, shit could have ended. You know what I'm saying? Could
Yo,
have been
for
over
real?
because we over here. You know what I'm saying? Because we playing with these guns, man. And you know, I'm not scared of anybody, and I'm not scared of any other human being on earth. You know what I'm saying? So there really is no reason for me to have it. Like, it was just a matter of, I felt like, coming from where we come from, that we supposed to have guns.
That you're
Like, we
supposed to
just
have.
we supposed to have guns. Like, that's where it came from for me. Now I gotta go to work. That's where it came from for me. So I'm like, I know, I have a feeling. I don't know 1,000%, but I have a feeling that the younger people of today, that they're in these environments with people and they're getting influenced by so many things that I'm almost sure they feel the same way. I'm almost sure that they feel like they have to have guns, and it's messed up a little bit.
Well, that's what Josh was saying, man. His kids actually feel that they need to know how to use one. They feel that they
Yeah.
need in their life where they're at. They feel that they need to know how. I never felt that
Well,
way as a kid that I needed to know how to use a gun. I was always ready to fight.
right.
Go shoot me the fair one. And if you ain't gonna shoot me the
Yeah, I
fair
like to
one,
fight.
my boys are gonna jump in. You know what I mean? And we all gonna be fighting. That's how I grew up. Like even when I tell you,
Yeah,
like in
I
fifth grade, when my buddy brought the gun to school, I'm questioning like, nigga, why you got a gun, bro? Like, what you mean we fight? What are we doing?
there was a whole 6-year-old. It was a whole 6-year-old. Was it last month or January?
Virginia
Whole 6-year-old. 6 years old, bro.
got his teacher.
Wow.
6. What was you
Where'd he
doing
get the
at
gun?
No
6, bro?
charges,
Like
no charges are filed against the 6-year-old.
Why?
6 years
I don't know what the
old.
consequences are for him, but they said no charges. It just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Why is this kid not on a tricycle? Why does this kid have a gun, bro?
Why are his parents not
Yo,
in trouble for securing the weapon?
listen, YouTube, all this social media shit, yo, these video games, like kids nowadays are exposed to guns way more than we were as kids, man. And it's crazy. Like even just think about the shooter games that we would play back in the day when we were kids, right? Contra. Come on, what kind of guns wave like this, bro? Like all of our shit was like it was imaginary bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But yo, you got these games nowadays that kids play, man. You're actually like you got to pick up SMG ammo, you got to pick up AR ammo, you got to pick up your rockets for your rocket launcher. Like they're teaching them the difference between guns, SMGs and ARs,
Crazy.
rocket launchers and knives, and you know what I mean? Like they're exposed to a lot more, man.
I want to
So
drop a fact that
in a way, it's good,
Lisa
and
just
in a
put
way,
in.
it's bad.
Lisa just put in, and she's absolutely right because I've heard this fact before. Is the number one cause of death for children in America in 2020 was gun violence.
Either
Hmm.
accidental or
More more than car accidents, more than cancer. It's the guns. Yeah, accidental, suicide, or stray bullet, or from kids killing kids. Yeah,
Well,
it's a
I'm
shame.
gonna I'm gonna do my best to work on influencing as many children or youth or young people, all people in general, but as I can to kind of skew them in a different direction. And I'm gonna start by doing that today, because I am officially a peer support specialist, and I have the power to influence young people because I'm the love coach, and that's what I'm here to do: spread nothing but love in all genres and arenas in the world. People, the
let's
love
go.
coach, love the inside out. You dig? I'm on my way right now to change the world, and hopefully you are too. Thank y'all for this conversation, man. I the day, and it's funny, everything, the universe doesn't lie most of the time, and when you're in alignment, it usually, it flows in that way. And so I'm on my way right now to um communicate with some young people that I think like guns. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to change the conversation a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the
Sure.
six in the chat right now, man. Let me just put this out there, man. If you guys are new to this page, to the Kill Love Media Group page, please hit that follow, like the stream, what you see, man. This way you know when we go live and you don't, miss an episode, man. And we appreciate you guys tapping in, and voicing your opinion today, man. It's awesome. It's always welcome.
I don't appreciate nothing.
Yeah, he does. He's a liar.
Well, I appreciate it.
I
Appreciate y'all
don't
showing your love,
appreciate
man. Make
nothing.
sure y'all just, put us out there, man. Share us, man. This what we trying to do, man. Let's talk trauma. We try to
Send me a care package.
bring education to today's trauma, man, and just be free with our own. So y'all go ahead and share it,
Thank
man.
y'all for that.
Follow us, man.
how it really go. Listen, learn, love. God damn it.
Let's go.
Until we meet again, I'm out of here. Because I'm about to be late on my first day.
Don't be late for your first day. I'm gonna take this out.
Yo, thanks to y'all. I'm about to be late on my first day.
Take us
As
out.
we say, kill love. Don't just do it.
Kill it.
Kill it. Peace, everybody.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.